Meanwhile, Delhi-NCR is also on alert. This as 18 coronavirus cases are being treated in the national capital. The 15 Italian tourists who tested positive for coronavirus have been shifted from the ITBP quarantine camp in Delhi to the Medanta hospital in Gurugram. Now, the bus driver who had accompanied these tourists is being treated in Delhi's Safdarjung hospital. Employee and the one Delhiite who caught the virus in Italy, they're all being treated at the same hospital, that's at the Safdarjung hospital. Yesterday, a PayTM employee based in Gurugram had tested positive for the virus. PayTM has now asked all its employees to work from home for a couple of days till the company offices are completely sanitized. A PayTM spokesperson has confirmed that the company's operations will not be affected and that it will continue to provide its services as usual. The worry is that the employee had in fact visited his office for 2 days and only then got his testing done and was confirmed that he had coronavirus.
An employee of PayTM in Gurugram tested positive for coronavirus on Wednesday, after which PayTM has closed its offices both in Noida and Gurugram to properly sanitize and fumigate its work premises. Right now, we are outside the Noida office where you can see that the gates are closed and all of its security guards, the security guards here outside the PayTM office, are wearing masks to contain the spread of the virus. Now, on Wednesday, PayTM released a statement in which it said that since one of its employees has been diagnosed with coronavirus, it has asked its employees to work from home for a few days. However, PayTM said that all of its services are going to continue as usual. Now, what's important here is that this employee of PayTM who's been tested for positive for coronavirus had returned from a personal trip to Italy earlier this week and is the 29th case which was tested positive in the country. Now, the figures took a leap on Wednesday after 15 Italian tourists tested positive for coronavirus yesterday. Also, a driver which was traveling along with these tourists also tested positive for coronavirus. Now, all kinds of steps are being taken by our governments, the centre and the state governments to contain the spread of the virus. But at the same time, since the numbers are on a rise, there is a massive scare amongst the people. Ever since there has been an outbreak of the disease, people are repeatedly been asked to stay indoors as much as they can, wash their hands as much as they can and avoid public gatherings. With video journalist Rakesh Kumar, Isha Gupta for India Today.
As Delhi is on alert, chemists continue to face a severe shortage of hand sanitizers and masks. Here's a ground report by my colleague Aishwarya Paliwal.
The two items that are at the moment selling like hot cakes are hand sanitizers and masks. Be it surgical mask, be it N95 mask, there is a shortage of both these items. Across Delhi-NCR, we have seen reports which suggest that both these items are in shortage. In fact, I am here at a pharmacy. We'll just go across and ask him whether they have hand sanitizers or not. Bhaiya, hand sanitizer abhi available hai?
नहीं मैम, नहीं।
कब तक आएगा इसकी कुछ उम्मीद?
कोई उम्मीद नहीं है मैम, पता नहीं आएगा या नहीं आएगा।
अच्छा, मास्क की अगर बात करें, सर्जिकल मास्क N95, कोई भी मास्क अभी अवेलेबल है?
मेरे पास अभी कोई भी मास्क नहीं है। सर्जिकल N95 आपका जितना भी ब्रांड का आता है मैं वो यहाँ पे सारा सोल्ड आउट कर चुका हूँ।
कितने मास्क आप पहले कितने मास्क की बिक्री होती थी और अभी पिछले एक हफ्ते में कितने मास्क की बिक्री हुई?
पहले कम से कम 4 से 5 थे पर डे, अब मैम 2 से 3 दिन में मैं कम से कम 1000 पीस सोल्ड आउट कर चुका हूँ।
The pharmacists are also making sure and wanting to make sure that they replenish the stock as soon as possible, but they are saying whether they'll get new stock or not, they cannot give any kind of guarantee at the moment. This is Aishwarya Paliwal reporting for India Today with camera person Deepak.
In Agra too, the authorities are on alert. This after 6 coronavirus cases were found in the city. These people were in contact with the confirmed Delhi patient during his stay on 25th February. So far, 49 people have been screened and samples of 28 people have been sent to Lucknow. Tourism in Agra has suffered a serious setback with less tourists. Taj Mahal wore a rather deserted look. Tourists are being checked with thermal scanners in the Taj Mahal complex to keep a vigil on tourists, particularly from China, Italy and Iran. A 100-bed isolation ward has been set up in the SN Medical College. The city administration has issued instructions to the students to wear masks while coming for classes.
There could be sense of insecurity due to, deadly coronavirus in India, and perhaps there is a downfall of the visitors at Taj Mahal. But this beautiful couple from England have come all the way here to visit Taj Mahal. Aren't you scared of corona?
We're taking precautions. We're not unduly scared. But we did check how many people in India and Rajasthan were affected.
Where all have you been so far?
We've been to Mumbai, Vadodara, Udaipur, Bodhpur, Jodhpur.
So were you scanned at the airport when you arrived here?
We were not, no. We were just ushered through and no precautions, straight through.
Unless if there were signs of fever, then I think they were taking people aside. But otherwise...
Of course, there are still visitors. In fact, these small kids, several family members, they've come here all the way to visit Taj Mahal. And yes, as the government says, don't panic. There's only way out is to take precautions. The corona fear has deserted the historic monument, the most beautiful Taj Mahal here in Agra. Right behind me, the stretch, usually when it witnesses thousands of the tourists, both domestic and international, here for last 3 days, it's looking completely deserted. In fact, these are the electric vehicles which are used often to ferry out the tourists from main road to the Purvi gate, the eastern gate of. Look, all these vehicles are lined up and looking completely deserted. No takers except few local tourists, those who have come. In fact, as a precautionary measure against, you see the drivers or the local tourists, they all are masked. Vivek Yadav is one of the tourists who's joining me here. Vivek, ये deserted, ये सन्नाटा क्यों है ताजमहल के बाहर?
ये सब कोरोना की वजह से सब सन्नाटा है, बाकी का और कोई वजह नहीं है यहाँ पे। बाकी का कोरोना की बहुत बुरी अफवाह फैली हुई है अपने पूरे हिंदुस्तान के अंदर, इसलिए ये टूरिस्ट कम है। और ये गाड़ी भी आप सामने देख रहे हैं, ये सब खाली आ रही है। वैसे इनमें जगह नहीं मिलती थी सर।
फुटफॉल है, उसमें कितना डिक्लाइन हुआ है और ये कितने दिनों में?
ये सर आपका 3 डेज में जितना टूरिस्ट कम हुआ है, समथिंग 70% टूरिस्ट कम है।
That's the first gate of historic monument, Taj Mahal, globally known, where it witnesses the tourists from all across the globe. And now the corona fear has deserted India's most beautiful place. Right outside Taj, this is Ashutosh Mishra reporting for India Today. What is the situation after corona scare in Agra? I am right outside Taj Eastern Gate, and here where you see the entrance of the tourists, those who are visiting the historic monument, one of the most beautiful monument, Taj Mahal. The roads all connecting to Taj Eastern Gate and Western Gate, they are completely looking deserted. Tourist guide and the few tourists, those who are still coming, pouring in, they are well masked. In fact, the security, the CISF security responsible here for the security cover of Taj Mahal, they are completely masked as per the advisory of the government. However, the number of tourists has declined significantly, as the tourist guide believes that compared to the other days or normal days, the footfall of tourists have been drastically reduced. So all these areas that you see, usually when witness thousands of the tourists, there is a completely decline in that number. So here, Taj looks completely deserted of the tourists. Right outside Taj Mahal, this is Ashutosh Mishra reporting for India Today. The administration is escalating the precautionary measure in Agra after number of suspects found in the city. What we have been told that here at the security gate, both eastern and western security gate of Taj Mahal, where it has the entrance for the both domestic and international tourists, the administration is going to install a thermal gun to detect if there are any symptoms of COVID-19 deadly virus in any of the tourists. Remember, it's spreading widely. 6 suspects have already been found. And now, to enhancing the security measures for the safety of people, other than advisories, at the security gate of Taj Mahal, the administration is going to install a thermal gun to detect the corona suspect. At Taj Mahal Eastern Gate with Mahesh Kandpal, this is Ashutosh Mishra for India Today.
Kamaljit Sandhu is joining us live from Delhi with more details on this. So Kamaljit, in every city there is some sense of fear and panic which the government is trying hard to dispel, saying there is no reason to panic, we're fully prepared. The government, however, has faced a bit of criticism. Steps that they've taken right now, like universal screening of all passengers at all international airports. There are many who are saying that this perhaps should have been done earlier, considering that of the 26 cases, 16 of them are actually tourists.
Well, yes, there have been travel restrictions which have been put in. Ministry of Home Affairs has just messaged us that as far as passengers from Italy and Korea are concerned, they will have to get screening certificates from these particular countries from 10th March onwards. This is for a limited time period till the measures being put in place, till the dangers really subside. But clearly, it's also the politics of things. The one and only message is not to panic, be aware of surrounding situation. There's also been a political message that there should not be any holy. Try not to embrace people, try avoiding handshakes. So clearly, even Parliament saw this particular matter resonating there. But remember, it was Rahul Gandhi who hit out at the Minister of Health, Dr. Harsh Vardhan Singh, calling him a man who's leading a Titanic. The BJP really hit back at him when they said that he should be tested for coronavirus, considering that he's come from Italy. So these kind of statements being made here, but what is important is not just the politics, but the awareness at the ground level. There have been several reports coming in from social media users that perhaps proper screening is not taking place. There are obviously entry and exit points which are being monitored by the Indian government. The land ports, we're talking about Atari, we're talking about Metropole. These are certain points across the country which are being monitored. The airports are being monitored. But the implementation on the ground is something that is surely going to be tested, because remember, the Italians had come in well in advance and they were moving around not just in Jaipur but in Delhi and Agra. So that is why there has been a considerable amount of scare, but things remain largely under control. And now this is obviously a mammoth task as far as the Ministry of Health is concerned, considering the sizable population of the country. But so far it's the messaging, it is the proper care so far which seems to be working. But clearly with measures put in place, things seem to be working just all right. There is no reason to panic, and perhaps the message is loud and clear. If you are showing any of those symptoms, the government is providing those free tests. One should one is advised to take care of those and avoid politics on a situation and a crisis like corona at this point of time.
Okay, Kamalji, thank you for getting us those details. The government saying that they are well prepared and fully equipped to deal with the coronavirus crisis and have a full plan ahead to ensure that it doesn't go out of control. Let's get you updates that are coming in from Hyderabad, because there's one confirmed coronavirus case. The Telangana High Court has directed the state government to take concrete steps to battle the deadly virus. The High Court said that the state should take steps on a war footing to prevent the spread of coronavirus. The court also asked the government to consider isolated wards and dedicated hospitals to deal with such cases. The Telangana government, meanwhile, has decided to distribute preventive homeopathy pills to staff as a preventive measure. The Hyderabad techie who's tested positive for coronavirus is currently undergoing treatment at the Rajiv Gandhi Hospital in Hyderabad. The infected 24-year-old had recently returned from Dubai and then attended work in Bengaluru before taking a bus to Hyderabad. His office colleague and flatmate in Bengaluru have been tested, and fortunately, they both tested negative for the virus.
We got so many patients come for on their own voluntary checkup. Routinely we used to see about 15 to 20 patients daily with the 5 to 6 swabs. But yesterday itself, because of this apprehension, we saw about 97 patients as a screening procedure, and we took about 27 swabs. Out of that, we admitted about 4 patients yesterday only. So currently we have about 5 patients in the ward, and we have taken all the precautions in the as far as treatment. I think our hospital is geared up to tackle this outbreak.
Now, here's the worry when it comes to coronavirus. It's very easily contractable, it's very contagious. And this techie, the 24-year-old who is now in a Hyderabad hospital, had in fact traveled to Dubai recently on work, where he's suspected to have actually contracted the virus. He then took a flight back to India. He landed in Bengaluru on the 20th of February. As his office is in Bengaluru, he even went to work, and then after that took a bus to Hyderabad on February 22nd. So 2 days he went to office as well in Bengaluru. He had a cold and fever, and that's when he got himself treated at the Apollo hospitals for over a week and was then referred to the government-run Rajiv Gandhi Hospital on Sunday, where the techie was diagnosed as a coronavirus patient. And it's because he was in Bengaluru and in Hyderabad that his flatmate, his colleague in Bengaluru, all of them had also been tested.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, Like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.